All right, starting at the front of our mat. Have a little wiggle. And then start to sweep the arms up to the sky. We'll take hold of the right wrist, reaching up, and then up and over to the left, a nice side stretch. And then coming back to the center, swapping sides, reaching up and over to the other side. Lovely. Coming back to the center, part the arms, forward fold, so hinging at the hips, softening into the knees and easing your way down. You can take hold of the forearms or the elbows and have a little wiggle at the bottom. Lovely. Come back to the center, halfway lift, hands onto the shins or the tops of the thighs, gazing a little bit in front of you, flat back. And then softening down, stepping the left leg back to a low lunge, lowering down the left knee, pressing down through the feet, and then sweeping the arms up to the sky, softening into the shoulders. We're going to go forwards and back, so sweeping the arms down by the sides of the body, shifting the hips back, hinging forwards and maybe lifting the front toes. And then moving the weight forwards, bending into the front knee as you sweep the arms up to the sky. And again, sweeping the arms down, shifting the hips back and hinging forwards, front toes, maybe lift. Moving the weight forwards, sweeping the arms up to the sky, low lunge. One more time. Exhaling, sweeping the arms down as you shift back. And then moving the weight forward, sweeping the arms up to the sky. Lovely. Planting the hands. Left hand, palm, fingertips or fist onto the floor. And then reaching the right arm up to the sky, coming up into a twist. Softening into the top shoulder. If you want to tuck the back toes and lift the knee, we can do. Bringing the right hand down and step back to plank or to tabletop position, your choice. Lowering down to the ground via the knees, all the way down from high plank. Soften through the shoulders, baby cobra, lifting up through the head and the chest. And then lower. Let's do that again, lifting up head and chest. And then lower. One more time, lifting up head and chest. And then lower, big push up to table. And then back to child pose. Maybe toes are tucked here, easing the hips back. And then lift the hips up a little bit. Fingers spread nice and wide as we power up to downward facing dog. Slowly pedal through the legs, get some movement into the feet and the ankles. Maybe a wiggle of the hips from side to side. Coming back to the center as you sweep the left leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Lowering down the left leg, and we'll tap the toes to the floor and then drive the same leg up to the sky again. We'll do that one more time. Lowering down, tap the toes to the floor, sweep up, three-legged dog. Now look forwards, left foot towards the left hand, low lunge on the other side. Press down the feet, sweep the arms up to the sky. Softening into the shoulders. Take a breath. On the next exhale, sweep the arms down by the sides of the body. Shift the hips back. Hinge the body forwards. Maybe front toes lift, extending that front leg. And moving the weight forwards, bending into the front knee as we sweep the arms up to the sky, low lunge. 2 more like that. Making your way forward, sweep the arms up to the sky, low lunge, and then planting the hands on arm or fist or fingertip. We come into our twist. Arm floats up to the sky. Tuck the back toe. Knee. Bringing the back forwards and either step or hop the back leg in to meet the front. Halfway lift, finding length. And then fold. Feet, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Reach tall. Hands together in front of the heart center. Other side, sweeping the arms up to the sky, taking hold of the right wrist, reaching up, over to the left. And then back to the center, swapping sides, reaching up and over to the right. Back to the center, part the arms, forward fold, easing down. Halfway lift, finding length. And then fold, stepping the right leg back. Low lunge, lowering down the right knee. Sweeping both arms up to the sky. And then our forwards and back. Sweep the arms down by the sides of the body. Shifting the hips back, hinging forwards, maybe front toes lift. Moving the weight forwards, bending into the front knee as we sweep the arms up to the sky. 2 more in your own time. Plant the hands. Right hand onto the floor, left arm floats up to the sky, coming to your twist. Back toes and lift the knee. Lovely, bringing the left hand, tuck the toes, lift the knee, step. Lowering down on the next exhale, either via the knees or all the way down from high plank. Just one baby cobra this time, lifting up through the head and the chest. And then lower. Big push up to table. Back to child's pose. Take a breath. Soft inhale through the nose. And out. And then power up to downward facing dog. Fingers spread nice and wide. Arms a little wider than the shoulders. And then start to sweep the right leg up to the sky. Lowering down the right leg, tap the toes to the floor, drive the same leg up to the sky. 3-legged dog. One more time like that. Lowering down, little tap. Drive up. Look forwards. Right foot towards the right hand, lower down the back knee. Low lunge. Sweeping the arms up to the sky. Take a breath. Soften the shoulders. And then on the next exhale, sweep the arms down. Shifting the hips back. Hinging forwards. Front toes may lift. Moving the weight forward, sweeping the arms up to the sky. And 2 more like that. Take your time. Last time. We plant the hands, coming into our twist. The left hand, fingertips or fist onto the floor. Right arm floats up to the sky. Option to tuck the back toes and lift the knee. Lovely. Bringing the right hand down, tuck the toes, lift the knee, look forwards and either hop the back leg in or step it in to the front. Lovely. Halfway lift, finding length. And then fold. Lovely. Press down through the feet, sweep the arms all the way up to standing. Reach tall. Hands together in front of the heart center. Okay, let's move to the long edge of the mat to a wide-legged stance now. Rotating your right leg to face the front as we come into warrior two. Extending the arms about shoulder height and then beginning to bend into the front knee, easing in to our warrior two. Lovely. We'll flip both hands, straighten into the front leg and sweep both arms up to the sky. Flip the hands and come back down to warrior two, maybe gazing over the front finger, the middle finger. And again, inhaling, sweeping the arms up to the sky, straightening into the front leg. And exhaling back to warrior two. One more time like that, inhaling, sweeping up. And exhaling, warrior two. Lovely, sweeping the arms up to the sky. We're going to flip warrior two to the other end. So right foot moves in, left foot rotates out, bending into the left knee and bringing the arms down. Warrior two, other direction. Take a moment just to find your footing. Soften through the shoulders and come back to your breath. Are you ready? Flip the hands. Inhaling, sweeping both arms up to the sky, straightening into the front leg. Exhaling, warrior two, bending into the front knee. And again, inhaling, sweeping the arms up, straightening into the front leg. Exhaling, warrior two. One more time. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up to the sky. And back. Warrior two. Pause. Lovely. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Straightening into the front leg. Rotate the left leg to the front. And we'll bring the hands together in front of the heart center. Rotate both feet out about 45 degrees. Let's come into a few Skandasanas or Cossack squats. So start to push the hips back slightly, hinge forwards, bending into the right knee. Knees drive out towards the toes as the hips shift over to the right. Lovely. Press down through the feet, come all the way back up to standing. Other side, shifting the hips back, bending into the left knee. Guiding over. Lovely. Press down through the feet as we come back up. Other side. Other side. Let's go side to side. Maybe one more time, easing into the hips. Back to the center. Rotate both feet so they're parallel. Come into a forward fold. Nice big starfish. Soften through the knees, hinge at the hips, easing down. Maybe fingertips onto the floor in front. Maybe release the head, give the head a little shake. Let's walk the hands over towards the right foot or the right ankle. And then over to the other side. Coming back to the center, come halfway lift, so look forwards, press into the feet, and then sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Hands together in front of the heart center as we heel toe the feet. Back to the center, have a little wiggle into the hips. We'll come to the back of the mat and we'll start to roll down towards the mat now. So start to bring the chin down towards the chest, and we'll just roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. A few movements into the neck first, rolling the chin down, and then left ear towards the left shoulder. Let's do a couple of semicircles. And the next time the chin comes down towards the chest, soften into the knees and begin to roll down. Reach forwards and then come down to hands and knees. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Let's do a few cat-cows. So on the next inhale, soften the belly down. Lift the tailbone up, heart space shines forwards. And exhaling, rounding into the back, pushing into the floor. Maybe let the head drop. And again, soften the belly down towards the ground. Lift the tailbone, lift the heart space. Exhaling, rounding into the back. Couple more in your own time. Come back to tabletop position, tuck the toes, and then walk the hands back. Let's give the toes a nice big stretch. We can reach back and get as many connected to the floor as possible. Now you might want to put a bit more weight down through the hands, or maybe we can sit up, lifting up through the sternum, shoulders, softening down. One more breath. Easing down, lifting up the feet, give them a little tap, and then allowing the tops of the feet to come down, easing back, and maybe sitting back on the heels. Hopefully begin to sweep the arms up to the sky, rotate to the right, and bring the arms down, coming into a twist. Softening into the shoulders, maybe looking over the right shoulder. And then sweeping the arms all the way up to the sky, over to the other side. Lifting up through the sternum, looking over the left shoulder. Breathing in and out through the nose. Coming back to the center. Reach the arms tall and then forwards. Lifting the hips, we'll bring the legs around in front and we're going to roll down onto our back. Feet about hip width distance. Bringing the arms in front and then rolling down. Lovely. Bringing the knees into the chest, give yourself a nice big hug. Allowing the feet to come down, we're coming into a few bridges. So feet about hip width distance apart. Arms down by the sides of the body. Begin to roll the hips towards you, press down through the feet. Then lifting the hips off the ground. For 3, 2, and then lower. Take a breath. And then rolling the hips towards you. Press down through the feet, lifting up into bridge. And then lower, rolling down. One more time. Inhaling with the hips on the ground as you exhale, rolling up into bridge. 3, 2, and then lower. Lovely. Heel toe the feet a little wider onto the edges of the mat. Maybe bring the arms wide, coming into a few windscreen wipers. Allowing the legs to gently sway from side to side. Coming back to the center. Start to bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Right leg stays in. As you bring the left foot down and slide the left leg long, coming into a twist. We'll bring the left hand on the leg across the body. Maybe rotating the head over to look over the right shoulder. Lovely, coming back to the center. Let's swap sides, right foot comes down, left knee comes in, right leg extends, right hand onto the outside of the left knee. Take a breath in, and then exhaling over across the body into your twist. Coming back to the center. We'll come into our Shavasana. If you want to bring the knees in for one last little hug, that might feel good. And then either keeping the feet onto the floor, constructive rest pose, or extending the legs long. Lift the hips up and down a couple of times. Taking 10 breaths here. Following the flow of your breath. Imagining you're on your own desert island. You can hear the sea gently lapping. It's so quiet. Sounds of nature, the birds. But that's it, that's all you can hear. Slow, tranquil nature. And you at one with all of that. Inviting calm and tranquility into your being. Inviting one more breath here, slightly deeper breath in. Take a nice big stretch with the arms above the head. Nice sigh. Floating the arms down. Or bend into the knees. Give your knees a nice big hug. And then rolling over onto your side. Supporting yourself up to a seated position of your choice. Maybe that's cross-legged. Maybe it's on the knees. Feel free to have a little stretch and a wiggle. Bringing the hands together. And then bowing your head down, a big thank you to yourself this time. Thank you for joining today. And if you liked this video, click the like button and feel free to subscribe for more videos like this.